From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Andrea Nakano. We begin tonight in Minnesota and a ramping up of rhetoric on both sides following the fatal shooting of another protester by federal immigration agents.
Did he fall victim to that violent and heated rhetoric by a Mayor Fry, a Governor Walz?
What side do you want to be on? The side of an all-powerful federal government that can kill, injure, menace, and kidnap its citizens off the streets? Or on the side of a nurse at the VA hospital who died bearing witness to such government? Their job.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino held dueling press conferences this morning to talk about the latest fatal shooting. Lana Zach is on the ground in Minneapolis with the latest.
One day after 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Preddy was shot and killed by ICE agents on the streets of Minneapolis, Minnesota officials say they're at a breaking point.
People have had enough.
On Sunday's Face the Nation, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara described the frustration of the people of Minnesota in the wake of the shootings of Preddy and Minneapolis resident Renee Good.
This is the third shooting now in less than 3 weeks. The Minneapolis Police Department went the entire year last year recovering about 900 guns from the street, arresting hundreds and hundreds of violent offenders, and we didn't shoot anyone. This is not sustainable.
But during a Sunday press conference, Border Patrol Commander-at-Large Greg Bovino defended the actions of ICE agents.
Our Title VIII immigration mission continues unabated here in Minneapolis, despite yesterday's tragedy that was preventable.
All of this comes as a growing number of people are speaking out against the tactics of federal immigration authorities. Governor Tim Walz held a press conference later on Sunday asking the public which side of the Preddy case they choose to be on.
The side of an all-powerful federal government that can kill, injure, menace, and kidnap its citizens off the streets? Or on the side of a nurse at the VA hospital who died bearing witness to such government?
Preddy's parents spoke out about their son on social media, calling him a hero and maintaining he was not holding a gun at the time of the shooting.
For the second straight day, we saw a response here in the Bay Area over Preddy's death. In Marin County, organizers held a protest calling for ICE to leave American cities. Dahlin reports.
Say his name, Alex Preddy. Say his name, Alex Preddy.
Marin County protesters angry over the killing of Alex Preddy.
Absolutely sickening and disgusting.
They say the government is supposed to protect its citizens, not kill them.
Still can't process it. I just cried. I was angry.
On Sunday morning, Allison Harley and her friends brought their kids out to protest near the corner of Civic Center Drive and North San Pedro Road in San Rafael. While it's a tough topic for kids, Allison believes it's an invaluable lesson, teaching them civic engagement outside the classroom.
We've got to get out there and do what's right and always stand up for what's right and not be silent and complicit.
At one point, hundreds of people stretched for blocks, holding up signs demanding justice and accountability.
I'm angry and I'm sad and I want this to stop.
The demonstrators are calling on ICE and Border Patrol agents to get out of Minnesota and stop hurting innocent people.
You keep executing people on the streets of America and I'm going to keep protesting. It's got to stop. And the gaslighting. Oh my gosh, to be blaming Alex, whose last words were, "Are you okay?" I mean, I've seen the videos, I've seen the still images. He was executed by our government in my country.
Protesters also blame President Donald Trump, saying his administration enables violence toward good people.
They are more of a Gestapo than they are a police force. I think they are out of control. They have killed multiple people now.
Despite the challenges this country faces, Allison says she remains optimistic about the future.
I want our kids to grow up in a free, wonderful country, and we don't have to worry about all of this hatred and division.
The protest lasted about 2 hours and remained peaceful. Rally organizers say they plan to be out at the nearby Sunday farmers market every week.
Well, tonight, Mayor Daniel Lurie is joining the list of Bay Area officials responding to yesterday's deadly shooting in Minneapolis. He says if you see SFPD on the street, they are there to keep you safe, not to assist immigration enforcement. Last night, we spoke with Oakland Mayor Barber, who condemned the ICE shooting.
Yes to Democratic Republic! Yes to Democratic Republic!
In San Francisco today, demonstrators gathered in Union Square calling for regime change in Iran. It was one of several protests around the Bay Area today in support of Iranians repressed by their government.
People of Iran are determined to move forward with the democratic change for a democratic republic that they've been after for many, many years.
The protest was held by the nonprofit Iranian American Community of Northern California, who tell us they will hold protests like these weekly as long as the uprising in Iran continues. Starting tomorrow, more than 30,000 nurses and healthcare workers at Kaiser Permanente will go on strike across California and Hawaii. Members of the United Nurses Associations of California and the Union of Healthcare Professionals say the company is refusing to address chronic understaffing. Kaiser counters it has offered its strongest national bargaining offer ever with the significant wage increase. Workers say they will not return until a fair contract is reached, but Kaiser insists care will not be interrupted. The strike is set to start at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Well, coming up, a new cultural landmark in Oakland. Why it took more than 20 years to make it happen.
And coming up in the forecast, we're still looking ahead to a chance of rain this week. Going to time it out mainly Tuesday night going into Wednesday. See what it looks like up here. Just a few light showers could be coming our way. We'll put some timing on it. Give you the latest specifics on what it might look like should it actually get here after the break. See you then.
After 20 years and a $100 million renovation, a historic venue in Oakland has now reopened to the public. Dahlin takes us inside the Henry J. Kaiser Center for the Arts.
Henry J. is back after a 20-year hiatus. So many Oaklanders and others who once attended events here are thrilled to see this historic gem roar back to life.
Such a beautiful building.
Vanessa Huang is the chair of Oakland's Cultural Affairs Commission. She knows the center well, having once helped coordinate many concerts at the venue. She says she was eager to see what it looks like now on opening day.
The feel of it feels very much the same. So I'm happy that they kept the character, the architectural details.
Originally named the Oakland Auditorium, the building was constructed in 1914 and opened a year later. The venue would go on to host Martin Luther King Jr., Elvis Presley, and many other big names.
I saw James Brown here for the first time.
And your graduation?
Yeah, my high school graduation, Castlemont, 1968.
It was, first of all, the largest building, the largest public assembly building west of the Mississippi.
Terry Trotter, the CEO of the Henry J. Kaiser Center for the Arts, says the building shut down in 2005. It took about $100 million to renovate and restore the venue, which includes an arena, the 1,400-seat Calvin Simmons Theater, and 3 ballrooms.
This is the HJK Arena, and this is our largest space. It will seat anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 people, depending on how it's configured.
And Terry hopes people will use the theater for more intimate events.
The Calvin Simmons Theater has been completely restored and renovated. We can do everything in here from a lecture to a theatrical show like you're seeing on stage now, to a Broadway show.
Terry believes the center needs to be a regional draw and receive support from residents outside of Oakland for it to be successful.
I see a renaissance happening around us. I think this building will be part of that and will benefit from that, but I also think this building is really going to help drive that.
Vanessa agrees, saying artists and performers can help revitalize the city.
I hope that it becomes a vibrant center for the community, for artists from all over.
But some say the city still needs to create conditions that make people outside of Oakland feel safe attending events and spending their money here.
In other news tonight, a massive winter storm is dealing a disastrous blow to many states across the country. Tonight, thousands of Americans are experiencing frigid temperatures and widespread power outages. The storm is expected to last until tomorrow. Chanel Call has the latest.
The winter storm pounded dozens of states from Texas into New England Sunday.
This is really crazy. I can barely even see. I was thinking I needed to bring some goggles or something.
Crews spent the day working on the massive cleanup efforts to take some of the danger out of leaving the house.
The snow just keep coming down harder and harder. No matter how you push the snow, it just keep coming.
In Dallas, an extreme cold warning was set to remain in effect through Tuesday. Amid downed trees and icy roads, several counties in Kentucky reported widespread power outages.
That's our number one job right now is plow till we get to the trees, and then we got to use chainsaws and cut them up and get them out of the way.
In New York, this taxi driver says he worked through the storm because he likes to help others.
Today is a very dangerous, but I driving I make some money, and people is a lot of in the street because they want to cab.
And we're also dealing with dangerously cold temperatures here in the Northeast. This could be the coldest winter weather New Yorkers have experienced in the last 8 years.
New York City schools have also been shut down on Monday as the city pivots to remote learning for the day. While the snow is causing countless problems, some are making the most of it.
It's just the best thing ever. I love it.
Including these families who went sledding near the U.S. Capitol.
Well, it looks cold. A look at a Federal Aviation Administration system status map, which shows several airports closed in New England and across the South. Many of these are smaller regional airports, but larger airports like New York's LaGuardia Airport and Boston Logan International are also impacted. And over 11,000 flights have been canceled nationwide, and about 16,000 flights were delayed. And nearly 150 flights have been canceled at San Francisco International Airport as of tonight, and another 130 flights delayed. Now for a look at our local weather, here is Darren Pack.
Well, ours is certainly a lot tamer than that. But I'm going to start with what would be a headline for us because we haven't seen it in a while. We have a chance of rain still in the forecast. Let's keep our eyes out here off the coast. And we're going to put the Futurecast depiction on here. Keep in mind, we're looking ahead to Tuesday. So with a wide view out here into the Pacific, we see the rain coming in. Notice your time on here. It's Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. Let's pause there for a minute. So Tuesday by like 5 p.m., like commute time, we really haven't seen much of this yet. But you can see that there's a pretty well-organized line there that does stretch out off the Pacific. And it's trying to come into the North Bay by that point. We're going to look at this from two different forecast models, because they are a bit different. So here's the first one, where we'll use it on the virtual map. I'm going to take it from this point, and here's why I wanted to pause it there and then bring it forward. A lot of this kind of falls apart. We do see some light rain in the North Bay. We're going to get a closer look at this in 1 second, so hang out and we'll get more specifics than this. But that's your overview on how the storm's going to look, because you can see from that vantage point, it's not very impressive. There really isn't a whole lot to it, but it's still persistently there in the models. Let's get a better look at it. Let's go in for a close-up look. See where we are. Here's our time frame. There goes the clouds from today. You'll have more blue sky tomorrow. You can see it there. But then we get to Tuesday, and right here, same time frame. Here we are, 3 o'clock. You can see that organized line just about to stretch its way through the bay. Mainly focuses on the North Bay and then sweeps across. And by the time we get into early on Wednesday, it's done. So we'll get some rain out of this. And if we put the totals onto it, you can see we pick up maybe about 0.3 of an inch of rain in the North Bay. And that could be an equal opportunity rainmaker down at the Golden Gate. Maybe we get some rain in the city from this that you can measure. The timing on that again, late Tuesday night, very early Wednesday morning. I don't think this lingers really even into the morning commute all that much. And it wouldn't be enough to impact the drive. But it'll be the first rain we've had in 2 solid weeks. A little more than that, actually. So it'll be nice to see it should we get it. All right, let's see what's going to happen between now and then. We'll come back home. And let's get some of our temperatures on here for tomorrow. We'll start out by taking a look at the morning lows. And for these, the story is very similar to what you've been doing. We've got a lot of low 40s on here for tomorrow morning. You can see Monterey is going to 43. It's going to be near 50 in Santa Cruz tomorrow, thanks to your location there on the coast. Same story with Half Moon Bay. You're relatively warm there. Go inland, look at Concord, 38. And then the North Bay Valley should get a bit of a break tomorrow. I've only got you going down into the low 40s. Let's switch it up. Let's get you into the afternoon. We're seeing more 60s on here for tomorrow. You are going to see more blue sky tomorrow. Today was a bit of a fluke. This like weak quasi little area low pressure just sparked all these clouds right off the coast. Last night and this morning never really broke much. Tomorrow you'll see more blue sky in the afternoon, which means we're going to be able to warm up a little more, which means we've got more 60s on the map here for tomorrow, and you can follow that going all the way up there into the North Bay as well, just kind of rounding out our tour. All right, let's see how things play out here in the 7-day forecast. With all of that in mind, We got a little bit of rain in the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. So the terrariums here are kind of a mixed bag, perhaps some light rain there for Tuesday. I don't want to save for Wednesday because most of Wednesday will be fine. The system will be out of here. There is no more rain coming our way after that. Most of these cloudy terrariums are the Thule fog that's going to start building back into the Central Valley and for our inland East Bay communities. We really don't look like we're going to get much rain after that weak little thing on Tuesday night until we get into like the first week of February. I mean, we may be getting to the Super Bowl here down in Santa Clara without having to deal with any major storms.
Your community, your news, powered by KPIX. CBS News Bay Area. Watch anywhere, anytime. Stay informed and connected. Trusted local news when you want it. CBS News Bay Area. Watch free on any device.
Student barbers got to show off their skills with clippers today. The Bay Area Student Barber Expo held a barber battle to see who can cut their way to the top. And these student barbers range in ages from just 11 to 17 years old.
I started competing when I was 2 years ago. And I got 9 battles, and I love competing.
Being able to be here is a blessing. I live in the moment, so it's amazing just to be here.
Barbers competed in taper, fade, freestyle, tag team, and freestyle braiding categories. It sounds like swimming a little bit. Winners walk away with awards and bragging rights. Okay, Vern, 11-year-old going through your hair. What do you think?
Oof. I think I would have an issue with Dave the barber, who has cut my hair since I've been in this market.
Right, you need to get Dave's permission first.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Well, that's it for us at 5. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back here for a full hour of news coming up at 6.